As you can tell, it's pretty windy this morning. We're supposed to have like 15-20 mile an hour winds today, and if we're lucky it'll hit 60. Right now it's in the 40s. So it's going to be pretty cold on the fingers this morning to start off with, and we're going to be having a pretty busy day, so the cool weather is going to help us keep going, and it's not going to wear us down at all. So I'm going to go get the trailer loaded up and we're going to go get started. Well, I gotta say one thing about today being cold, because it's still in the 40s, is no mosquitoes. That's about the only good thing about today so far. And there's not much dew on the grass either because it's been so cold. So we're gonna keep pushing through these yards, and today they're scattered out a little bit this morning, so that's a good thing because we get a chance to warm up between the yards, and heat's on, and it's just like fall all over again, but it's in the spring. So we're just gonna make best or make do with what we have today. So on to the next yard. This is one of our small commercial properties. I think some of you may have remembered it from last year, but this one's kind of a pain in the butt just because of the ditch.
I should, but I don't wanna fall. I know with you I have to learn my lessons. You go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. When I fall hard, you turn me around. Oh, you go up when I go down. You see clear when I go blind. And oh, I hope you always be around. The show is over. Now you finally know it's you and you only so hard. see clear when I go blind, when I fall hard, you turn me around, and oh, I hope you always be around. The show is over now, you finally know it's you. So hard trying to show it, give you my all, I promise I've been good, waiting for answers. Now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. I'm waiting, now it's up to you. Now it's up to you. Oh, I'm waiting.
You know I never will make it by, and I can't breathe if it isn't you and I won't make it without you by my side. I can walk and stand and talk and fly without you. I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you. I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you. I don't care what the others say, and I still think of you night and day, and yeah, I lost my way, I can walk and stand and talk and fly without you. I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you. I'm so lost without you. I won't make it without you.
And that takes care of this yard. The worst part is this ditch is it's so steep you can't get really nothing down in there. So we just kind of weed whack it because it's the easiest and fastest. Okay, Vicky's finishing up a couple spots that was missed, and this is not a bad yard to take care of once we get through this fast growing season like it's going right now. And this grass gets really tall really fast for the first month of growing, and then it just slows right down. So you know, so it's a little extra tall today, and then the next time we come down here or come to this spot, it won't be this tall. So on to the next yards. Okay, we've been running pretty good today. We got I'm not sure even how many yards we got done today. We're gonna miss out on 3 of them. We're gonna have to pick up tomorrow because I gotta go do a small yard right now, and then I drop Vicky off, so I'll be by myself. I have to go trim some trees and some shrubs and cut a lawn, and that one's gonna take me till probably about 7:30, something like that, and I'll be done with that. And what's going on in our area is it's a brush pickup. That's part of our taxes, so I got to get all these shrubs trimmed on this property, and then they can haul them away instead of me trying to find a place to put all this brush and everything, which there isn't any in our county. I have to haul it out of our county just to dump the brush because it's been shut down in our area. So lawn clippings, that's one thing, but brush, I have no place to take it. So I guess so on to my next yard. Just finished up a smaller yard, and I have 1 yard left. And just before I got started on that yard, one of my subscribers stopped by and had a little chat with me. Young gentleman just starting off, and if I'd have known he was just starting off and he needed some customers, I would have passed a bunch on to him. But now I got his card, and I'll be passing on some customers because I can't handle it anymore, so I'll just be passing on to him, because everybody's always looking for someone to do their lawns, and if you can't do them, or I can't do them, they're always looking for someone else that could do it, and always asking for a number. So at least I have a number to give out to them, so it works out pretty good. Actually, it's kind of a win-win situation. But I said before, I'd like to take them all, but I can't take them all. So on to the next yard. Okay, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. I just pulled up to my last yard. I'm gonna have to cut and trim all the shrubs and everything. But the helpful neighbor came over and cut the grass. I've been working on this yard for 2 years to get the grass to come back to where it was. The helpful neighbor cut the grass 1 inch high, and there's grass clippings everywhere. I just spent 10 minutes blowing all the clippings off of the road. So now I have to go and bag up all the clippings all over the yard, and it's 1 inch high. And it just irritates me to no end when people do this. There is a lawn service that takes care of their lawn, just leave it alone. But helpful neighbors, they can't leave well enough alone. They got a little raggedy between the last cut and this cut. It's been a week. Give me a break. So rant over, and I'm gonna go on and start cleaning up this yard. I was gonna drop the camera down and have a video of me trimming the trees up and trimming a couple of burning bushes up here, but just because I was so mad about this thing, and I didn't even want to show anybody this yard because it's so bad. So I do not do that, and I will show this yard later on, or at a later date, once I get this yard back into shape. So it's just, I'm not happy about this. I know I keep saying this, but I am just fuming mad. But all the work that we have done on this yard in the past 2 years was just destroyed by one person being helpful. There was a whole area that was reseeded. It is now all gone. And the roots of the trees are all gouged up, and it's just a horrible mess. So I'm hoping I'm gonna have to let this go 2 to 3 weeks now before I can cut it again, just because I got to get the grass up there, because it was 6 inches high, and then they cut 5 inches of grass off of it. So it's a mess. And then I was gonna fertilize it this weekend, but I can't do that now either. I can't put no weed and feed down on it because the grass won't take it, because it's just, there's nothing left. So I mean, there's just, I'm still, I cannot explain or describe how mad I am about this yard, because we try to take care of all of our customers and do the best we can for their yards, try to treat them like our own, and we go above and beyond on a lot of these yards just because we want them to look nice. And the other thing is, there's so many people who go by this yard, they know who cuts it. So my name is on this yard, and they're going to look at this yard and wonder why I cut it the way I did. And I'm just not happy all the way around with it. So that is going to be the end of my video for tonight. I thank you for watching and subscribing. If you could check out the links in the description box below, it'd be greatly appreciated. Everybody have a good evening, and we will see you at the next yard.